You want to know something, Doc? You're dead.
Now, you get up and get dressed. You're being transferred.
Transferred? Where?
To Barnhurst. You'll have to go without a shower. The van won't wait.
Don't worry. It won't have to wait. Really sticks in your guts, doesn't it, my getting away?
You're not getting away. You're just going to Barnhurst.
I'm getting away from you and your murderers. That's all that matters. You've lost, Faulkner.
Get in the van.
G'day, Doc. Looks like we're going to be making this trip together.
No! No! Keep away. Keep her away from me!
What the hell's up with you now?
You're not putting me in there.
For heaven's sake, Peterson, get in the van.
But I'm not going anywhere with that. But she's trying to kill me. Don't be ridiculous.
You asked for a transfer and that's what you're getting. Now move.
No!
I said move!
No! You'd like that, wouldn't you? It's all part of the plan, isn't it?
What the hell are you on about?
The plan! This proves it. Don't you see? You asked me to go with her so she can kill me.
No one's trying to kill you, Peterson.
It will work out nicely, wouldn't it? Mary Winter kills me, but no one here can be blamed because it happens at Barnhurst. So you and the other lackeys could just wash your hands of it.
Get in the van, Peterson.
No, I won't, and you can take your filthy hands off me.
You'll do as you're told.
Just a minute, Steve. She can't be moved in that state.
She's just being her usual devious self.
Just have to wait till she calms down. You two go with Winter. I'll sort it out with Mrs. Davidson. Come on. A few hours by yourself should help you.
Couldn't agree more.
Murdering pigs!
Right, Peterson.
What are you going to do with me now?
Leave you here until you've cooled down.
Stop it, stop it. No one's going to hurt you.
No? Shut up and here with you and your thugs.
We've just about had enough of that sort of talk.
What's going to happen to me? I've a right to know.
That's up to the governor.
You can tell her I'm not going to Barnhurst. Not while Winter's there. You can't just leave me here. Anything could happen.
Look, short of handcuffing you permanently to an officer, I'd say you'd just about run out of options. Come on, Mrs. Davidson will deal with this.
Lucky.
She's quite irrational.
That's what she'd like us to believe. How are you?
I'm fine. She just caught me by surprise, that's all.
Well, go and grab a cuppa. I'll report to Mrs. Davidson.
You're going to tell her about your friendship with Sandy Edwards?
Shut up, Peterson.
Oh, how you conspired to kill me with the women! I'm sure she'd be interested in that.
Are you trying to tell me you gave in to her?
We had no choice, Mrs. Davidson.
4 trained officers couldn't get 1 prisoner into the van.
I know it doesn't sound right, but there's more to it than that. Besides, we had to consider Winter's safety.
Oh, come now.
Look, she just went berserk, Mrs. Davidson, out of control. Look, it might have been an act, but we couldn't take the chance.
And what about Mrs. Morris? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. I put Peterson in a single cell.
All right. Keep her there until she's calmed down. I'd better call Barnhurst and let them know what's happened.
In for your early morning shot of caffeine, are you? Coffee.
Yes.
Bad day already.
Just had trouble with Kate Peterson.
Oh, I thought we were due to lose her today.
Yes, well, so did I. But she refused point blank to get in the van.
Why? She's been yelling blue murder to get a transfer.
I know, but when she saw Mary Winter was going too, she just went berserk.
Not exactly the brightest start to the day.
No.
But I thought you were used to that sort of behaviour from the women by now.
Yes, well, this was different. Before, when she'd ranted and raved about everyone conspiring to kill her, I thought she was just putting on an act.
Yeah, well, you've heard the rumour. She thinks a mental hospital might be cosier than a long stretch in here.
But she couldn't have put this on. I mean, unless, of course, she's an extraordinary actress.
Well, she's already proved that.
But for a while there, she just lost control. Now, I know fear when I see it. This wasn't an act. She was terrified.
Hal's my favourite patient.
Okay. Oh, do you like my flowers? They're real pretty, aren't they?
Certainly are. Well, it looks as if you'll be leaving us this morning.
Not right now.
Just as soon as the prison officer arrives to escort you. Shouldn't be too long.
There's someone I'd like to see before I go. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Now, you know we can't just let anyone in here.
Oh, but this is different. He's here already. Please.
Well, who is it?
Mark. I think his other name's Elliot.
The orderly? Oh, I don't think
Oh,
that'd be...
please. He's been real nice to me. And I couldn't just leave without saying goodbye. He might think I don't like him or something.
Well, we can't have that, can we? Would you see to it, please?
Well, I'm sure he'll be around here sooner or later. This room is included in his duties.
Yes, we'll get a message to him just in case, will you?
Very well, if you think it's really necessary, Doctor.
I do. Anything to keep the patient happy?
Gee, thanks, Doctor. That was real nice of you. I hate goodbyes. They're sad. Oh, but I couldn't just leave without saying anything. That'd be terrible. And I'd hate it to happen to me.
Oh, for crying out loud, why don't you watch what you're doing? Will you stop running about all the time? There's enough dust in here without you stirring up more.
It's just that everyone wants stuff at once. I'm being run off me feet.
Yeah, well, I don't think the world's going to come to an end just because we haven't finished the laundry, do you?
No, this place is getting real slack. Everyone going off and leaving us with all the work. Where are Kate and Mari? They ought to be helping.
I have no idea.
No one's seen them since Brecky. Oh, you don't reckon Mari's killed Kate already, do you?
Well, how the hell should I know? Maybe they've been shanghaied.
Of course, if she'd done it, she'd be back. Oh, geez, maybe they've killed each other.
Mouse, I've got a trial this afternoon. Now, I don't give a stuff what's happened to Mari or Kate, okay?
Sorry, Jude. I forgot. Hey, do you reckon Kate would've-
Okay!
Okay.
Well, ladies, everything under control?
Well, I'd rather be lying on them sheets than washing them, but...
Mrs. Morris?
Yes?
Have you heard anything about my trial?
Well, you'll be appearing sometime this afternoon, but that's all I know.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen the legal aid officer in over a week. I mean, I don't know what my chances are or anything.
I know that, and I'm sorry, but there just hasn't been anyone available. I'll come and collect you this afternoon, and I'll be with you at the hearing. That's all I can do, I'm afraid.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to do if I end up back in this dump again. Especially for something I didn't do.
I am waiting, Mr. Faulkner.
Look, she was acting very dangerously this morning. She could lash out.
I am sure between the two of us we will be able to control her. Now, will you please unlock the door? Well, Peterson, I'm glad you appear to have calmed down. I am told your behavior this morning was intolerable. I will not have my orders disobeyed, and I most certainly will not have my officers abused in such a manner. I trust you have an explanation.
Am I still being sent to Barnhurst?
Answer my question.
How dare you transfer me with that woman?
Peterson, you were given an order.
You were transferred for your own safety, and incidentally at your request.
So I could be protected from everyone here. That's your job, isn't it, to protect me? But you're so stupid. You'd lock me in a van with someone who's trying to kill me.
That's enough, Peterson.
Stupid, all of you.
Is that all you have to say?
To you, yes.
Very well. You have been given your chance to explain. You seem to forget, Peterson, that most of your trouble has been brought on by yourself, and you have rejected every precaution taken for your safety.
I refuse to be sent to Barnhurst.
You will go where you are sent, and for the time being, that will be to solitary. And I suggest you use the time to reflect on your behavior and how it will affect your future.
You suggest, you public servant. By rights, I should be telling you what to do.
Mr. Faulkner, will you escort Peterson to solitary? And don't put up with any nonsense.
Orders from her.
Shut up, Peterson. You're not doing yourself any good carrying on like this.
Ineffectual menial. Hi.
Oh, gee, I thought I was going to miss you.
Oh, no chance of that. Old Caustic Mouth nearly foamed when she gave me the message.
I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
It was nice of you to come, Mark.
Now, could I disobey an order from you-know-who? You all set to go home, then?
Yeah. I couldn't leave without saying goodbye and thanking you for the flowers.
No worries.
Mum would have brought me some, but she knew I wouldn't be here long. These are terrific.
I'm glad you liked them.
I better get going. I don't like keeping people waiting. Do you?
No.
I don't know what to say now you're here.
Then don't. He's looking at you, kid.
Heaven's sake, Susie, aren't you ready yet? Come on, I haven't got all day.
You're a beaut kid, Susie. You take it easy, okay?
Yeah. And you too.
You betcha.
Will you hurry up? That's an order.
You better move it or she'll go without you. See ya.
Bye, Mark.
Driscoll?
Yes, Mrs. Parsons.
Sit down, Mr. Marney. What did you want to see me about?
I'd just like to have a word about the printing.
Oh, is something wrong?
No, quite the opposite. It's going like a breeze.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, the women have finally sorted out all the typeface. They know the difference between Gothic and Roman, and their typesetting is pretty good.
Sounds as though you've worked wonders.
Yeah, well, the trouble is, I think I've made myself redundant.
Do you really think the women are ready to do it themselves now?
Well, there's not much else that I can teach them. Unfortunately, most of them have got the enthusiasm to persevere with it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long now until they start putting out their own paper. The Wentworth Watchdog.
You know, that's not such a bad idea. A newspaper, or at least a news sheet.
Beware the power of the press. You could be creating a monster, you know.
I like the sound of it. The women are going to miss you. A sense of humor is very valuable in a place like this.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? I sort of got used to being around. Some of those women get to you, you know, like that young kid, Susie. How's she doing?
Oh, she's doing very well. In fact, she'll be back today.
Ah, good. Look, there's one or two things I need to tie up, and then I'll bow out.
I do appreciate what you've done for the women. It's not easy to teach them something and to keep their enthusiasm. We'll all miss you when you go.
Yeah, it's a funny old world, isn't it? I never thought I'd be sorry to be getting out of prison.
What the hell do you want?
I can come here any time I like, Peterson. I'm an officer, remember?
Oh, yes, of course. This place has happy memories for you, doesn't it? The little love nest you shared with Sandy. What criminal act do you have in mind this time? Murder?
Yes, as a matter of fact. The women want you dead, right?
You admit that, but you won't give me any protection.
Shut up. I told you before there was a way out, but you wouldn't listen. Maybe now you will.
Well?
Sign a statement confessing to Sandy Edwards' murder.
Oh, you've got to be joking. How dare you?
Think about it. The women want justice. If they get it legally, they'll be satisfied. If they don't, you're dead.
There's no guarantee they'll be satisfied.
I promise you protection, if you sign.
Crazy if you think I'm going to admit to something that can't even be proved. Who even knows for sure that she's dead? She could have conned you into helping her escape. No one's going to believe I killed her. So why should I stick my neck out?
You have it your own way. It's your neck.
I can look after myself, Faulkner. I don't need you. Sandy's gone and Mari's stuck in Barnhurst.
You're forgetting someone, aren't you? B. Smith. She's not going anywhere. Like I said, Peterson, think about it.
Hold it. Now, this could be the last time I see you floating towards me in the corridors of Wentworth. I want to savor that moment.
Are they finally getting rid of you, are they?
Yeah, I'm no longer necessary. So I've told Mrs. Davidson, and she didn't even argue the point. I mean, at least she might have tried.
Oh, she's probably glad to see the back of you.
Oh, you always hurt the one you love.
You know, I think I'm glad you're leaving.
Oh, gee, it's great to be wanted. Gives me that warm, tingly feeling all over, like I've been hit with a brick or something.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I know you've done a lot of wonderful work with the women.
Oh, yes, with one in particular.
Yeah, well, that's just it. I mean, if the women in the staff found out, it could be very embarrassing.
What, do you mean we've got to hide our love under a bushel, never let it see the light of day?
No, but you saw what Wendy was like when she realised there's something going on.
I've only got eyes for you, sweetheart.
Please.
And eyes knows what eyes likes.
Impossible, Melanie. I've got work to do.
Hey, Janet. Looking good.
Driscoll, come back!
Whoa.
Get this thing out of here! Jane, come on, we'll take the stairs. She won't get far.
Driscoll? Now, where do you think you're going? I don't think Mrs. Parsons would approve. Have you been... For goodness sake, girl! Through that door. She's heading for the fire escape. Right.
Time to get ready, Judy.
Oh, I must have been enjoying myself here. I didn't realise it was that time.
Well, it is a bit early, but I thought you'd like the extra time.
Yeah. Well, who's going to take over the press?
Oh, Cavelli, I suppose, but does it matter?
No, it's just I thought maybe you'd get Mari in here. We'll be a bit short-handed when I'm gone.
Well, it won't be Winter. She's gone back to Barnhurst. Now, come and get ready, and for heaven's sake, try and relax, will you?
Oh, good luck, Jude. I'll see you when you get back.
Thanks.
Good luck, Jude. Don't worry.
But I hope not, okay?
Ah, hell. Never find a damn report form when I want one.
Learned to keep away from them. They're too much like hard work.
Oh, same here. I had a bit of a run-in with Peterson this morning. I have to report it.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's a bit out of character, isn't it?
That's what everybody says. Personally, I think she's running true to form. Oh, Julie, where have you hidden all the report forms?
They're not hidden. How many do you want?
Oh, just one. It's the thing that really bugs me about this job. All the blasted paperwork.
Oh, I don't mind. I like a bit of variety in my work.
Yeah, yelled at and clawed at by the same prisoner on the same day. It's terrific.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Julie, these are ready for filing. Would you attend to them, please?
Right.
Well, some good news. The women are getting on very well with their printing.
Wentworth.
Yes, well, Ian, Mr. Minor did a very good job with them, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He'll be leaving shortly if anyone wishes to say goodbye.
Yes, just a moment. Mrs. Davidson, it's you.
Oh, thank you. Erica Davidson speaking. Oh, no. When did this happen? I see. Thank you. Well, keep me informed, would you? Goodbye. More problems? Susie Driscoll has just escaped from the hospital.
stuck out here all day.
Where are you heading, sweetheart?
Sydney.
Long way to go for a bit of a rage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going that far. I'll get you well up the country, though. Well, I've got a couple of stops to make first. You don't mind that, do you?
No.
I'll drop you off at a good spot. Nice-looking chick like you won't have any trouble getting a lift. Just decide to up and take off, did you?
No. Why do you think that? Oh, I lost it all. I got ripped off.
Them's the breaks.
Yeah. I was hitching with a mate of mine and stopped off at a youth hostel. Well, anyway, we had this big blue. She left. I couldn't find my pack after that.
Did your mate take it?
I don't know. Could have.
Think of calling the cops?
Of course not. I wouldn't do that to a mate.
Morning.
Oh, hi.
Julie away today?
No, we decided to give her a shopping break. I'm filling in for her.
How's it been?
Well, much the same as usual. Peterson threw a turn on her way to Barnhurst this morning, so we've still got her.
Well, lucky us.
And Susie Driscoll had a bug from the hospital.
What? Well, I thought they were supposed to be especially careful with her. What happened?
I don't know anymore. Mrs. Davidson took the message and she told me about it and marched off.
So she's finally managed it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Never seen anyone more determined to get out of here.
If she would only stay put and serve her time, at least give herself a chance for a decent life afterwards.
Who's this?
Susie Driscoll. She's escaped from the hospital.
Oh, no, the stupid girl. What could she do? I mean, she's got nowhere to go. Looks very nice, Judy. Thanks, Mrs. Ward. Well, as soon as the police escort arrives, we'll be off.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, there's a policewoman waiting outside.
Right. Thanks. You ready, Judy?
Yeah, as ready as I'll ever be.
Well, good luck. I hope it all goes well for you.
Thanks. I feel the same way myself.
Oh, babe, you're a long time in the loo. I thought you must have fallen down.
I ran to Mouse then. She reckons that Mari hasn't showered in the sweatshop all day.
Not her, too. And tell me Kate's missing as well.
Exactly. I wonder what's up.
You reckon Kate might have lagged to the screws and they've chucked Mari in the pound?
Well, that would explain Mari's absence. Where the hell is Kate?
Yeah, but if Kate's lagged, they wouldn't be likely to send her back in here with us.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that Mari might have, you know...
Knock it off, Davo.
Ladies, could I have your attention, please? Mr. Marnie has told me how well you have done your work at the press.
Beats the laundry press any day.
Yes, I'm sure. Because you have been so enthusiastic and cooperative, Mr. Marnie has an idea which may appeal to you.
Does that mean we're going to be allowed to print our own release papers, Mrs. Davidson?
Not quite, Lizzie. But I was wondering if you would like to run a prison newspaper. After all, you have all the facilities here.
Hey, yeah, good one.
Oh, I always fancied myself as a bit of a reporter.
Well, you've certainly got the vocabulary for it. What would be involved, Mrs. Davidson?
Well, of course, I would have to work out the details first.
Oh, can't Mr. Marnie do that?
Well, unfortunately, as you can now fully operate the machine yourselves, Mr. Marnie's work here is practically over. He'll be leaving you shortly.
Oh, no. Oh, God, I'm going to miss you, Mr. Marnie.
Yeah, we'll sure miss those lousy one-liners.
My jokes always have two lines, B. One for telling the joke and one for explaining it.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep up the good work.
Yeah, keep your eye on Lizzie, though. If you put any of her stories, she could end up in prison.
Well, the women obviously appreciate what you've done for them. Perhaps I could see some of their work.
Yeah, sure.
Birdsworth, come with me to the kitchen. I've got a job for you.
Fair go, Mrs. Powell. The Tucker bell's just rung.
Well, it won't take long.
Oh, yeah, but
Unless you want to stand here and argue all day, in which case you could miss lunch altogether.
Now, that could be a bonus.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I'll let you know when we get there.
How about taking a trade at solitary?
Oh, yeah.
Mind your own business, Smith, and keep moving.
Don't eat all the grub, will you, love?
Don't worry, love. There's no problem with that.
Hey, Mrs. Davidson.
Yes.
I hear they're a bit short-handed in the laundry today.
Oh, are the women complaining?
No more than usual, but you know what it's like with us being here and Murray being... Now, where was it? The Pound, or has she been Shanghai? Funny, I can't remember.
No reason why you shouldn't know. Winter was transferred to Barnhurst this morning.
Well, isn't that interesting? Now, what about Kate...
Now, you're supposed to be at lunch. Off you go.
Ah, all right.
You haven't got much to say for yourself, have you?
Just enjoying the view.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I suppose your mum and dad will have a thing or two to say about this hitchhiking caper.
Oh, no. Oh, they're real beaut oldies. The best. Anything I want to do is all right by them. We're a real close family.
Yeah, but with your mate shooting through and losing your gear.
They'll understand. They never get mad at me. And besides, they know I can look after myself.
Yeah, well, if you were my kid, you wouldn't be wandering the countryside. But what'd you do to your hands?
Oh, that. I had a bit of an accident.
It's no good. What happened?
Tripped over. I had a billy can of hot water and copped the lot.
The joys of roughing it, eh?
Yeah. I hope the scars go away, bud.
Give them time. Anyway, you're still pretty good to rest the old eyes on.
Hello, Wally. Thanks for coming, huh?
Mrs. Morris,
Hello, Wally.
you okay?
Not really. I don't know what I'm going to do if this doesn't go well.
I don't think like that. You got so much going for you. Laurie, Jeff, and me. I'm not such a bad old pal, am
Oh,
I?
you'll do me.
Judy, I think we ought to be...
Positive thinking.
Yeah, I'll try.
Come on, Judy, you have to face it.
Yeah, no point in being dressed up with no place to go, huh?
Hey, babe, you'll never guess what. Don't tell me. Erica's eloped with Mr. Douglas and they're reopening Port Arthur. No, I just had to take some tucker to the Pound. Oh, well, wrong again, you can't win them all.
Well, aren't you going to ask me who's in there?
Let me see. Kate Peterson.
How did you know that?
An educated guess.
Oh, she looks bloody awful. And she glared at me as though I was serving a rat poison or something. Well, why do you think the screws have chucked her in?
No idea. But I do know why the ladies in the laundry have not enjoyed Marley's company.
Well, go on, tell us.
They've shanghaied at Barnhurst.
Oh, Ripper. Beauty. Time we got rid of that bitch. Now things should get back the way they used to be.
Not quite.
Oh, come on, eh? What with Mari and Sandy gone, there aren't going to be any more blues about who's going to be top dog, are there?
No, that falls to me, but Mari left a little unfinished business.
What do you mean?
The killing of Kate Peterson. Now it's up to me.
You off home?
I certainly am.
Lucky you. I feel as though I've worked a full night already.
Oh, well, don't worry, it'll soon pass. I must admit, I've really enjoyed today.
Yes, so I've gathered. I take it you're rostered on workshop duty.
No, I wasn't actually, but I know what you're thinking. And you're perfectly right.
In that case, I'm very pleased he's leaving. Frankly, Janet, if I was one of the women stuck in here and saw you two behaving like this, I think I'd be pretty put out.
Do you really think so? I never thought of that.
Well, have a good night.
This woman approached me. Just wouldn't go away.
The prostitute, the young woman you were with?
Yeah, that's right. Though I didn't know that she was a pro at the time. I mean, I'm a married man. Well, not that I'm against having a good time, but not with a pro. I just thought she was out for a good time. So then she asked me if I wanted to go to a party she knows about. What's a fair way off? So we decided to take a taxi.
Whose suggestion was that?
Hers. We left the pub, and a taxi driven by this woman, the accused, just happens to be round the corner. Well, we got in, she drove off. We came to this block of flats, and that's where it happened.
The details, Mr. Crosby, if you don't mind. Tell us exactly what happened.
Well, her accomplice and me got out of the taxi.
Objection, Your Worship. There is no evidence to suggest that...
Sustained. I think we should refer to this prostitute by name. Jackie, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, we got out of the taxi. Next thing I know, the accused is out of the taxi too. And that's when she bashed me, and the other one snatched my wallet.
He was forcing himself on her.
Just upped and left me, drove off in the taxi.
Didn't you manage to defend yourself at all from the alleged attack?
Well, I left the car at home because I knew I'd be having a drink or two, which I did. So I wasn't really up to scratch. I think that's why the woman picked me. She thought I was fair game.
Now, that's not true. He's twisting it all around.
Fair crack of the whip. What are you doing? Cheating or something?
Oh, come on, but how the hell can you cheat at drafts?
I don't know.
Do you want to think of the game?
I suppose so. I don't want to waste all those matches.
There you are, set 'em up then. Wonder how poor old Jude's getting on.
Oh, she'll be buggered if she doesn't get off. Bad enough being in here when you've done something, but if you haven't...
Yeah, well, I don't like her chances by the sound of things.
Hang on a minute, will you, Frank?
I wouldn't leave if I were you. I could rearrange the board.
Mrs. Powell? Yes? Have you heard anything from the hospital about little Susie?
They've been in touch.
She gonna be all right then?
It's not exactly the way I would have put it.
Oh, good, she hasn't taken a turn for the worse, has she?
Calm down, Lizzie. It's not what I meant.
Oh, well, I've heard of people going in for something quite simple and coming out with half their guts missing.
From what they've said at the hospital, she's going ahead in leaps and bounds.
Oh, that means that she'll be back with us before you can say Jack Robinson then.
Can't answer that. We'll just have to wait and see.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, hello.
Hey, have you had any visits from your friendly neighbourhood florist lately?
Oh, isn't it beautiful? Thank you.
Well, I had to sweeten the pill somehow.
What do you mean?
Haven't you read the card yet?
No, just a minute. Of course I'd like to see a movie with you.
Great, I thought a bit of bribery and corruption might work. Maybe I'm suited to a life of crime after all.
Just one thing. Who's this, stunning woman?
She's a very old girlfriend of mine. Terrific lady. You'll find out all you need to know about her in any good book on old movies.
Just be grateful you're not within reach.
Not for long. I'll pick you up at 6, okay?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You say you've just driven this elusive young woman to the block of flats where she lives, and yet nobody has been able to locate her.
Well, that's where she said she lived.
You just helped this young person out of a difficult situation, and yet, on a matter like this, she lied to you.
Well, so what? I mean, she was just a scared young street kid.
I understood you told the court that you didn't know her.
I didn't. We were just talking, that's all.
Before or after the alleged offence?
After.
I suggest it was before.
No.
I further suggest that your whole testimony is a complete fabrication.
You've got no right to say that. Silence. Any more outbursts and you'll be removed from the court.
And I further suggest that you and this young woman worked together to rob and attack unsuspecting men.
That's not true. Well, why won't somebody believe me?
All to hit the spot.
Geez, I'm starved. Didn't get much of a brekkie at the hostel.
Yeah, well, all we need now is something to wash it down with.
No thanks.
Oh, come on, love. I hate drinking alone.
Really, thanks all the same.
Well, I can't down them all by myself. At least I don't think so.
Oh, well, maybe one. I am a bit thirsty.
Good girl. Of course you are.
And therefore, Your Worship, I believe that the evidence given against my client to be largely circumstantial and is not sufficient to warrant a conviction.
Is anything known of the defendant?
Yes, Your Worship.
Possession of drugs, escaping lawful custody, assaulting a police officer. Quite an impressive list. These are serious offences, Bryant. It seems you're unable to conduct yourself in a lawful manner.
But I had nothing to do with it.
I'm quite satisfied that the prosecution's case has been proved and that the evidence offered up by the defence does not rule out culpability. Therefore, it is the sentence of this court that your parole licence be revoked and that you be sentenced to an additional 6 months' imprisonment.
Hope they let little Sue's back soon. Old Po-Face wasn't going to tell us much, was she?
So what else is new?
You'll never get like this.
Yeah, it looks okay, doesn't
it? Is that all you got to say?
Well, it's just another typeface. What do you want me to go and raptors over that for?
It's a farewell card for Mr. Marnie, that's what it is.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, love. Terrific idea.
What's the matter? You look as though you got a problem.
I'm just wondering when the screws are going to let Peterson out of the pound.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about her. We can get along without her, I reckon.
Bloody sure we can. But the point is, I'm the hit lady, remember?
Yeah, well, I reckon you could get someone else to, you know, do
Who
it.
the hell is there? Mari's gone.
Well, I reckon there are a lot of people who'd leap at the chance.
No. I organised this whole court lark. I was the prosecutor. Peterson was found guilty. I've got to do it.
Well, maybe if she's got a fright, she'll quit lag, and that should be enough.
You're making excuses, isn't it?
Well, I still reckon you could get somebody else to do it.
Oh, love. I must say I'm not too keen on the idea. There's been too much trouble around here lately, and if we want things to get back to the way they were, buck ends here. Hey, hang on. Work's not that bad, is it?
I'd just forgotten something I had to do. I'll see you later, love.
You know, I got the weird feeling. I've been here before. You ever get that feeling, Mrs. Morris?
Judy. I take it you're back with us, Bryant.
Yeah, I'm trying to crack it for long service leave.
What was the sentence?
And she got an additional 6 months. And her parole was revoked as well.
Well, at least you know what to do. Come on, stand on the white line. Your name is Judy Bryant, is that correct?
Oh, come on. Do we have to go through this crap
you know
again?
the procedure.
Look, I'll handle this if you like, Mrs. Powell. You must have other things to do.
Well, yes, I have. Julie's away at the moment, so could you look after reception? There's just something I've got to look after.
All right, Judy. You can go and get changed. We'll forget the rest of this. And you can go back to your cell. I'll get Mrs. Ward to see to you.
Thanks, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, Mrs. Davidson. Yes, Mrs. Powell. I've just been speaking to Mrs. O'Regan. There's some canned fruit missing from the kitchen.
Not again. I do hope B. Smith isn't involved. We've just cleared up that matter with the requisition forms.
Well, we'll soon find out. I'm going to do a cell search.
Oh, good. Well, let me know as soon as you find anything. Although I imagine the evidence will have disappeared by now.
But they can't eat the cans.
That's true.
Oh, also, Brian's arrived back in reception.
Oh, do you know what happened at her trial?
Yes, her parole's been revoked. She's got an additional 6 months.
Oh, dear. Well, it was to be expected, I suppose.
Have you heard anything further about Susie Driscoll?
No, she's still at large, but I dare say they'll catch up with her sooner or later. I have some reports ready for you to look at. Perhaps you'd like to collect them before you go.
Fine.
Jude!
Hello again.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. It didn't work out, eh?
Blew my parole, got another 6 months.
Hell, it's not bloody fair. Especially if you didn't do anything.
Makes you want to run out and rob a bank.
Yeah. Well, Ron Crosby certainly had him fooled. When the magistrate heard that I was already a hardened criminal, well, I didn't have Buckley's.
Bloody mongrels.
It's crazy, isn't it? I got in here to be with someone I loved, and now everyone I love's on the outside. I think there's always going to be bars between me and the people I care about. I don't know how I'm going to tell my daughter I'm back inside.
She'll understand, love.
You've still got us in here, love. Doesn't that mean something?
And don't start thinking we don't care about you.
Oh, I know you do. I mean, hell, I would have gone bananas except for you two, huh?
Yeah. Well, just you remember that, eh?
Yeah. Well, at least Susie got out, you know. I mean, hope she gets away with it.
What? She's gone? How'd you find that out?
I heard Powell and Davidson talking about it, didn't you know?
Oh,
God. Well, at least she's tried often enough.
well, I hope she knows what she's doing. She can't exactly have gone prepared.
All right, ladies, cell search.
Well, there's nothing under here, Mrs. Powell. Ugh. Unless you're at a second-hand chewing gum.
Quickly into the corridor. Whose clothes are these?
Mine, why?
Hey.
Did you really expect to get away with it?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I didn't.
Everything at 8 times.
Oh, an amazing woman.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Oh, they were certainly dramatic in those days.
All right, Mr. DeMille. I'm ready for my close-up now.
And so am I.
I like your close-ups, Conway.
Are you staying tonight?
Only if you marry me.
You know, one of these days you'll say that too often and someone's going to believe you.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Funny thing about you funny men. It's very difficult to tell when you're being serious. You said I'd know when you were, but I don't.
Well, I wouldn't kid you about something like this. I want you to be my wife. Very much.
I believe you.
Hey, was that a yes?
That was a yes.
Finally, police message. A prisoner from Wentworth Detention Center has escaped from the Wentworth General Hospital. The girl is Susan Driscoll, aged 16. She is 158 centimeters tall, with blue eyes and fair complexion. When last seen, she was wearing a blue denim skirt and jacket and a blue checked blouse. Anyone knowing her whereabouts, contact D24.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside. and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together.